Morning all, Wednesday morning. Up in the beet field with the nurse tank. Ant's got another day of spreading liquid digestate today. He's just arrived in the field behind me with a silage trailer on. We'll be digging beet later in the week. So he left his tanker in the sheds here overnight, and he's brought a trailer up this morning so that can be filled with beet at some point for him to drop back, because he's going to be spreading for the rest of the week up here. So yeah, it wasn't worth him hauling his tanker all the way home to then bring it back up again. So he's left his tanker in the shed, brought a trailer back up so that can be filled with beet, and he can bring that back this evening or tomorrow. Just saves us some time and saves us one run at some point in the week. So after this, we'll go over and check on Andrew. Andrew's ploughing some ground for Clark's up at Braunton. So we'll stop in and see him. He's only 5 minutes up the road, and yeah, we'll see what the rest of them are up to once I get back down to the yard. The first Arctic in the field now. So he'll get himself emptied, and Ant will fill a load from the nurse tank, and then the next Arctic can fit his entire tank in there once Ant's taken some. So it keeps the lorry drivers moving, keeps Ant moving. And I think potentially later today we might have to move the nurse tank just to a better spot to spread some of the fields a little bit further away, just so that we aren't keeping the lorries waiting. So you can see Ant's got his tanker on now. Just filling up his first load of the day. He's just told me his plan. He's got one gap in between the lorries, so on the last run he's able to go to one of the fields that's further away, so that he's not waiting for the lorries, and he can also get those fields that are further away spread without holding himself up or the lorries up. And just 5-10 minutes up the road at Braunton, Andrew is he's up here ploughing. I'm not actually sure what crop's going to be going in this field. I haven't asked the question yet, but it'll be ploughing for vegetables anyway. It's usually Swedes or parsnips that we do groundwork for Clark's. Really sandy ground. So he was up here ploughing yesterday afternoon, and he'll carry on all day today. I think he's got quite a big chunk to do, so he'll carry on all day today. We've just got the Bowser and refueled, so he's good to go for a full day of ploughing. He's just on his way back. I've just come past some signs on the way into the field. I think last year there were pumpkins in here. There's a big pumpkin patch sign and a lot of bales left over, so I'm fairly sure this was pumpkins previously. So we filled Andrew up with fuel this morning, all welded. He's now come up and is filling the beet harvester, so that one's good to go. So he'll put the rest of the bowser into the beet harvester, and then talking to him just a second ago, I don't think he plans on lifting any beet today. It'll be tomorrow or Friday. And he's got Ant to bring that trailer up purely so that when he's in the field waiting for trailers, because it's quite a long haul back, when he's waiting he can fill that one and not have to just sit around for 20 minutes or half an hour doing nothing. He can keep the harvester going. We're on board with Ant in the Fastrac. You see we're right on the Tor estuary. Definitely worse places to work. Ant's just got the booms out. Getting himself lined up and ready to go. You see Ant's colouring in the field nicely. He's got all of his GPS on there. Knows how much he's applying. So just down on the next block of ground that some beet's going into. Got 40 acres here. Got Harry in the 370 pulling the new Horsch Terrano cultivator. This is the first time that you've seen it working. It was out on Saturday with Andrew as well. So we'll watch him come back. We'll get a view of it a bit closer. Not easy to see when you're followed by a cloud of dust, and I'm now covered, but hopefully you got a good idea of what's going on there. You've got feet working deep, and you've got discs as well, and then rollers at the back. And in the next field down, we've got Dad working, so I'll just head down there and just show you what he's up to. And shortly Will be down here in the 250 and the drill, and start drilling beet into this ground, which will be another 40 acres done. It will put us between 80 and 90 acres in the ground by the end of today. You can see here on the ground, this is these are the fields that Harry spread fertilizer in yesterday. So we've gone from fert yesterday, cultivating today. Dad is just in this next field around the corner, power harrowing. And then we've got Will coming down with the drill shortly. So we'll have pretty much a full operation from start to finish in terms of drilling beet and getting it in the ground and fertilized, all within the space of about 36 hours. So when the weather's right, you can work pretty efficiently and get stuff done quick. I was just about to stick the drone up in the air and see if I could to get a bit of Dad in this field and Harry in the next on the same video, but it's a little bit windy. There's a bit of a tree line, and yeah, don't trust myself, so that'll have to wait for another day. So Dad's in the 8R370 and the 8 metre Kuhn Power Harrow. You can see the job it's doing compared to what I'm walking on here, and then how soft that seed bed is. I think he's going to get out and have a chat with me. On board in the 370 now. Harry's pulling the Terrano. Apparently it takes some pulling. It's going deep, so it's yeah, it's taking quite a bit of power to pull it. See his GPS there. See Dad there in the other field, just finishing off power harrowing, and Will is on his way down with the drill. So Will's just arrived with the drill. Dad's just called Harry into this field just to run around the headland one more time with the Terrano before he then power harrows it, just to work it down that little bit more. And then Dad will finish power harrowing the fields on the headlands. Will can start drilling. While the 2.8s are working the ground, Will is in here with the 250, the Horsch drill on the back, and he'll start drilling beet. So Dad's power harrowing on 8 meters. Will's got a 6 meter drill on the back. You see there's 12 boxes, 50 centimeter spacing. So he's had to just wait for Dad to get kind of 1.5 times around the headland before he can set off. Otherwise he'll end up overtaking him, because he can go much faster in his drill than Dad can with the power harrow. So he's off and away. And by the end of the afternoon he'll be all done here. See Dad's over at the far end of the field on his second run around the headland. Back at the yard, we've got small ridges in the yard, just hooking up the just making a fix on the screen on the sprayer, so that it then connects back to John Deere's operations centre, and we can see the coverage that the sprayer is covering in the fields, because recently it's been disconnected. So we can see where the spray has been physically, but the work in the field and the operation it is carrying out isn't being recorded, or hasn't been being recorded. So we've just we're getting that one sorted and fixed in between tanks, and then George is off to spray some T-noughts for a customer after that. So he's been out all day in the sprayer again. He's off next week, so he is on a mission to get all the T-noughts finished before next week, so that he can have a nice break. So we started the day up at the nurse tank. We're ending the day here as well. Tankers are still running. I've just passed Ant on the road. He's on his way back here. He's been going all day, getting ground spread ready for maize, ready for cultivation before maize drilling. The harvester is about to be moved back into the shed. We thought we were going to lift a bit this afternoon, but we're not. We're going to go tomorrow, I believe. So we'll just catch up with Ant, and that should be it for the day. Just a quick update on spraying. I know I said earlier George was out spraying, but he was able to go this morning, and then the wind picked up big time this afternoon, so he's been stopped for the day. He's had to leave the mix in the tank overnight. We've got it agitating for now, and then he'll finish off where he was in the morning. Yeah, it just kind of came out of nowhere. It's a little bit breezy this morning, but nowhere near enough to stop you spraying or to stop the spray hitting the target. But yeah, he got up to the customer's farm, and yeah, it was way too much. Had to turn around. So that's what's been going on with him today, and we'll catch up with him tomorrow for sure, first thing, and just check how he's getting on. And is just coming back into the field now, so we'll see what he's been up to. So he's spread 2 fields close by, and he's been also, when he's had gaps in the lorries, he's been going to the furthest field and getting that getting the furthest field spread, just to save time later in the week. You can see I mentioned how windy it had got this afternoon. I've just got a face full of dust, so that was lovely. We'll just watch Ant start his loading arm, and yeah, that'll be all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Thanks for the support, and keep liking the videos if you enjoy them, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll keep you up to date with what we're up to.